Hi chat, it's Jopig. Welcome back. Bedwars did like a really bad update. I haven't made a video in a while, but we're doing a video real quick, okay? Because I want to talk about this. There's just gameplay in the background. Bedwars did, or Hypixel did like an update to Bedwars. Hold on, let me open up the forums. You're just seeing gameplay right now. I'm not playing right now, okay? I'm just talking to you all because I haven't made a video in a while. Also, this will maybe also serve as a, this will also serve as like a update to me anyway. So they pretty much added obfuscation to Bedwars. If you've ever played duels, you would know that like when you before the duel starts, it just like shows random letters or like symbols as people's names. They pretty much added that to Bedwars. It's also true in what's it called? It's also true in tournaments generally. Anyway, they also made skill-based matchmaking stronger. One thing that kind of annoys me, Don Peresso, is that how you say it? I always thought it was Don Espresso, like an espresso, whatever. So there was skill-based matchmaking. Hold on. Okay. I'm reading it, okay? The gist of this is that most of it didn't actually change Bedwars. There's always had a form of soft matchmaking to try and split newer players from old players, which is very common in the gaming industry. To be clear, this is not skill-based matchmaking. Okay, but it kind of is, because, I mean, your star is sort of your... I mean, okay, you can make that... I mean, soft matchmaking, fair. Okay, whatever. I know it's not as intense as, like, Valorant's skill-based matchmaking. Anyway, this is kind of annoying. There used to be 2 level brackets, new players, 1 to 15, everyone else 15 plus. That kind of is... That, like, bugs me a little bit. Here's why. It bugs me a little bit because... They always said there was no skill-based matchmaking, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And there is, so. Or there was. I'm calling it skill-based matchmaking. Should I call it soft matchmaking instead? Maybe. I don't know. If that's more accurate. Whatever it is, I don't like it, okay? Now there's 3 brackets, so it's 1 to 10, 10 to 50, and 50 plus. I'm not fucking playing Bedwars against people that are all 50 star all the time. I don't want to do that. That just sounds like... That sounds so unfun. So... I don't know. I mean, I haven't been playing Bedwars a ton recently, but I just wanted to, like, rant for a minute. I don't like skill-based matchmaking in games. I think games, what they should do is they should just, everybody's on the same playing field, you just play a game and you're in a game, and that's it. And I also think Bedwars needs to do a few things to actually make things, like, new and fresh in some ways. Anyway, I don't know. Skill-based matchmaking it just bugs me, because it's like, I mean, this is more of a personal reason. I've never started a game playing it when it had skill-based matchmaking, or when it had skill-based matchmaking. I've always started playing games before they had it, and then they add it once I'm already pretty good. So then it's like I finally get good, and then it switches, and I'm just in lobbies with good people, and then I'm like kind of bad again. I don't know. I mean, that isn't entirely true with Bedwars. Like I could still probably win like half my games with this, if not a little bit more. If I'm probably super washed right now. I haven't played Bedwars in a few months, but anyway. I just think it's dumb. I don't like skill-based matchmaking. It just like damages games. I feel like it makes it unfun. It makes it less fun to play it because you kind of have to sweat always. The other thing is that it's like one of my favorite things of Bedwars was that it isn't competitive. It's more of like a grinding game, but it's multiplayer, because very few games have that. In case you're curious, I've been grinding like crown wins in Fortnite recently, which is fun. I like it. Okay, there's a new season. That jetpack's really fun. If you don't play Fortnite, I'm gonna stop talking about it now. But just mentioning that I'm doing that. Pretty much like the thing I really like in games is when it's multiplayer and you're fighting people, but the grind is not to like get a better rank. It's more to like get wins or get something else. So in Fortnite, crown wins, or in Bedwars, like levels or a leaderboard position or something like that. That's what I like grinding in games. I do not like grinding a ranked system. Now, I know this is not a ranked system. I'm not saying that this is like all of a sudden we're playing. This is the reason I've never played ranked Bedwars, by the way. I've never touched it because I'm not a fan of like ranked systems. I'd way rather just see a number go up, honestly, and it be a lot more linear and go for like, this is how much I'm doing today. It feels way less abstract, I guess. I think it's like a little bit more material, so I just like it. But yeah, I think that this is like, this isn't a ranked system, but it's like discouraging that, I think, to some degree. And that's kind of why I don't like skill-based matchmaking. I think it's more fun if everybody just is on the same playing field, blah, 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 whatever. Another thing, okay, here's an idea, because I know that like just not having skill-based matchmaking would people would be upset by that. I think it would be fine. I think part of it also is just that if that's true, Bedwars needs to grow more as a game for it to be fine, if that makes sense. So, the goal is that like, I guess we'll say 1 in 8 players is actually like a good sweaty player. That means that on average there's about 1 a game. You know? Now, there's going to be a lot of games where there's 2 or 3, and there's going to be a ton of games where there's none. There's no good players, because the amount of good players is just small enough that the rest aren't, like, it doesn't matter. So, like, if you have a small enough portion of the community that is good, and the rest of the community is like not that good, then like the not that good people generally are just fighting each other. And then occasionally there will be somebody who's good that like ends up in a game with you, but it's not always. And I have to say, this has been true forever, okay? People always talk about, oh, Bedwars used to not be sweaty. Yes, it was, okay? I played the game in 2017 when it first came out. There were people that were really good at Skywars that like switched over to Bedwars and were sweating it on like day 1, okay, and grinding levels. There was a guy that got 100-star in 3 weeks right when the game came out. This has always been a thing. The issue is the amount of people, okay? There's always been sweats. There's always been people that are grinding for leaderboard spots and grinding for levels. It's just that, like, the sweats... I guess, like, the ratio of, like, sweats to normal casual players is, like... It's a little unbalanced right now. But I think that the way to do that, to fix it, is to get the game having a higher player count again. People always say, like, oh, you can't do that. They definitely can. That just means regular updates and, you know, changing stuff. I mean, I've been playing Fortnite. Dude, the entire game, like, changes up. But pretty much, like, there's a new season every 2 or 3 months, and, like, the whole game, like, changes up. And then every, like, year or so, there's a whole new map, and it's, like, a massive change. And they actually really change a lot of stuff. And I used to think with Fortnite, I was like, oh, these updates are so unnecessary. Dude, just change shit. It doesn't have to be to, like, balance things or make the meta good or whatever it is. Just change it. Just change it. And it's not like, in a way of to like balance something or make it better or worse. Just change it so that the game feels fresh. Change the meta. Make fireballs like 20 iron. I'm not saying this specifically because somebody's going to be like, Jopig, that's a terrible idea. Why would they ever do? I'm just saying, make fireballs like 20 iron for a few weeks. See what happens, or for like a month or 2, and then if people hate it, change it back. But just change shit. Not so that the game is super balanced, but so that the game feels fresh and there's new things to learn. Add new items. Take away items. I mean, what if they took away fireballs and added in like Instaboom TNT that like it used to be a thing in the Skywars game mode that's gone now. But it was like you would place the TNT and it instantly blew up. So you could like place it and just jump with it right away. So it's like a fireball, but it doesn't explode. Like, what if they added those for a little bit? And I know they have the rotating items, and that's the kind of thing that they should also have. But just like do stuff that changes the meta for a little bit longer than like a rotating item. Don't make it like a 1 week thing. I think make it like more semi-permanent. I also think they should add some form of seasons to the game. One issue I see with Bedwars is that like grinding it now, like starting to get a leaderboard position now, you're like a decade late almost. Not actually, okay. The game came out like 7 years ago, but you're like a decade late now to the game, okay? If you start playing, you're gonna have so much trouble just like trying to. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult to try to win, or not win. Get a leaderboard position. You know how many wins you have to get? Like so many. Okay, you're not getting that much. Okay, you're gonna have to grind for like 3 years or something, because most of those people have been like slowly playing for like 5-6 years or something. So like you have to be insane. Okay. Anyway. Add something so that isn't what people are only grinding for. The thing that I like about Fortnite is that crown wins reset each season. So each season you have like new stats. You're like on a fresh playing field. Not entirely. You have your permanent stats, which like level should still exist. But it's like if you have a season or something that changes more often than a weekly and daily leaderboard. It could even be like a monthly leaderboard, and then there's some other stuff with it also. Or you had like monthly stats. I don't know, something like that. That would just make it so that like people can join the game and be like, oh, I'm gonna grind for this month. You know, it's just more like I don't know. I really like that as an idea. Personally, that's how I play the game, though. I know a lot of people play the game differently. Some people are super competitive. Some people just want to get an alt and get a really high FKDR, whatever. The last thing on the obfuscation, because I know I've mostly just talked about skill-based matchmaking, but like I've watched videos, people are kind of just saying the same thing, which is fine. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. So it's not going to help sniping, because I'm sure like snipers will be able to get through this, because I mean they're cheating. Like if you have a hacked client, you can do a lot more than like what somebody might be able to make as like an overlay. I would think, maybe not. I don't know. You might be able to make an overlay with this. Not condoning that. Okay, don't do that. But just saying. So yeah, it just doesn't do anything. Okay, it doesn't help anybody, because it's just you go in, you have you have all these obfuscated names. You're gonna get sniped by the same people over and over again. You're just gonna get screwed over and over again. Snipers can just keep sniping you until you quit, pretty much. They're gonna figure out ways to bypass it way earlier than like normal. And also, a lot of people don't want to download like some weird sketchy overlay. Like it's just not what people don't want to do that. Anyway, it's not a good change. I don't think it addresses the issue. It just kind of makes things worse for most people. I've never been a hater of dodging games. I think it's fine to do. I've done it a decent amount. It super depends. I more so do it in team modes than in solo, because solo I feel like I'm on a little bit more of an even playing field, because I can like just fight one person. I don't know. It's not as much of like targeting. There's also way less snipers in solo mode. At least last time I played. I don't know. I don't know how it is now. I've played Bedwars somewhat recently in the last few months, but I have not grinded the game properly in like a year, probably, maybe more. Especially Bedwars. I played some Skywars over the summer. Anyway, quick thing before I go though. I moved into college, or I moved into my own place. I am at college again. I don't know. There's not much there. I'm just letting you all know. Sorry, my mic's bad also. I just don't have my good one set up yet. I have it next to me. It's right there. It's sitting there, but I don't have it set up. Also, I don't know if I'm going to make videos, but I wanted to make this one because I don't know. It's a thing happening. And I was like, why not? You know? I might just start uploading random stuff. My headphones just fell on the floor. Or my AirPods. Hold on. Okay. They stayed in the case. Okay. Okay. Bye. Love you. Stay safe. Be nice to each other. Sorry I haven't been making content. This isn't like a promise of being back, but it's something. I don't know. We'll see. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Love you.